Hola, you wonderful people. So last week I did a full review PowerPoint again. And as promised, we are going to move away from some of the vocabulary we had learned early on. So I just have the recent review of things that we've learned, and we are going to learn some new stuff today. So we are going to learn about items in the home. So this will be really good for you guys because you can practice everything you're doing because you're in the home already. So it's perfect, perfecto. All right, so what's the month? This is something that we have just been working on, so I decided to keep it. So we have our 12 months. So let's go ahead and translate them into Spanish. Why not? All right, January is enero, enero. And remember, you guys, listen to what I'm saying and then say it with me. February is febrero. My birthday is Febrero 1st, uno, febrero. Next we have March, which is marzo, marzo. After that we have April, or abril, abril. Next we have May, or mayo, mayo. After that we have the beautiful summer month of June, or junio, junio. And then we have July, which is julio, julio. After that, we have August, better known as agosto in Spanish, agosto. Then we have septiembre, septiembre, following by probably my favorite month of the year, octubre, octubre. Next is noviembre, noviembre. And finally, diciembre, diciembre. Now I know that some of those words are really long and some of them sound kind of similar, but you guys can do it. I believe in you. All right, next we have what is the season? We have verano, otoño, invierno, and primavera. All right, so those are the 4 seasons in Spanish. Let's match them to their picture. So the first season I want to talk about is fall, with that beautiful orange leaf on the ground. What season is that in Spanish? That is otoño, otoño. After that, we have winter with the icy tree and the snow on the ground. That season is invierno, invierno. After that, we have springtime. Spring in Spanish is that beautiful word, primavera, primavera. Lastly, we have summertime, which is coming up soon, and that is verano, verano. All right, so we have otoño, invierno, primavera, and verano. So you guys can talk with your roommate, your family, your friends, your staff about what your favorite season is and why. Just bring up these words in conversations. It gives you guys something to do while you're inside. All right, parts of the body. This might be our last review until we get into the new material. I can't remember, but let's get into it. So what do you use to pick up a phone? This right here, it is your mano. My mano helps me pick up my phone, mano. What do you use to talk? It's your lips, also known as your boca. Your boca is your lips. What allows you to hear? It's your ear. Your ear allows you to hear, but what is that in Spanish? It's your oreja, oreja. And then what allows you to smell or gets a little stuffed up maybe when you have a cold? It's your nose, but what's that in Spanish? It also starts with an N, your nariz. Your nose is your nariz. All right, so where does your food go? After you put the food in your boca, your mouth or your lips, and you chew it, you swallow it, and it goes to your stomach, also known in Spanish as your estómago. Estómago. After that, we're talking about our head. I asked, what is attached to your neck? It's your head, your noggin, all of this right here that host your important brain and your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your nose. Your head is called your cabeza. Cabeza. All right, what allows you to see? They could be azul, they could be cafe, they could be verde, your eyes. They're all different kinds of colors. What is your eye in Spanish? Your ojo. Ojo. And then finally, what attaches your hand, your mano, to your whole body? That is your arm, your brazo. You got strong brazos, you got strong arms. All right, I think this is the last one. Last one, label the nature. So we just did this not too long ago. So remember, I have the Spanish words up at the top, and then we're going to draw a line to what they refer to in this beautiful little picture. So first we have the word flor. Flor in Spanish is a flower. If you see a flor, you would be seeing a flower. And if you guys are going on walks, this is all stuff that's out on your walk that you can point out and see. And if you do see a flor, if you do see a flower, then you can talk about what color it is and work on your Spanish colors. Or if you see a tree, you could count how many trees you see and you can work on your Spanish numbers. There's so many ways in your everyday life to practice your Spanish words. Okay, getting back to nature. Sorry, got off on a tangent. So sol. Sol in Spanish is the sun. If you're looking at the sol, you are looking at the sun. All right, next is árbol. Árbol in Spanish is tree. That's what I was saying. You could count the árboles, the trees. All right, next is planta. Planta in Spanish is plant. Now that word I particularly like because it looks like the word plant in English, so it's a little bit easier to remember. Okay, after planta, we have rio. Rio in Spanish is a river, so it might be easy to remember that one because river and rio both start with R, Rio. All right, two more. So if I said I was walking on the césped, I would be talking about the grass. Césped is grass, césped. And that leaves Luna. Luna is the moon. I'm talking about Luna, I am talking about the moon. All right, so now we're going to take a look inside our house. Now I got this picture because it shows all the things that are necessary for a house, but we are not going to learn all of those words because that is just crazy. So I picked out a couple that I thought would be important. Okay, so chair. Chair in Spanish is silla. Kind of like if you're saying silla, that's how you say chair in Spanish. Silla. Silla. Next, we have table. Table in Spanish is mesa. Mesa. So you might be sitting at the mesa, the table, in your silla, your chair. Next is TV or televisión. So it looks a lot like television, but you just say it a little differently. Televisión. Televisión. After that, we have bed. A very important part of any household, if you ask me. Bed in Spanish is cama. Cama. Very short, sweet word, cama is bed. Next, we have window. You might want to start opening your windows now that it's nice outside. And the word for window is ventana. Ventana. Window. Ventana. After that, we have soap, which is one of the most important things to get us through this quarantine. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it so we could practice saying the word soap while we're washing our hands. So the word for soap is jabón. Jabón. Jabón is soap. Next, the thing that keeps all of our food cold, our refrigerator. In Spanish, it's almost the same word. You just switch one letter. And it's refrigerador. Refrigerador is the word for refrigerator, refrigerador. And then last but not least, we have a couch, or in Spanish, you say sofa. Basically what you called in English if you say the word sofa. Sofa. That's what the word is. All right, so I'm just going to go through, ask some questions, and then we're going to determine together what part of the house matches with the question. So, what do you sit on to watch TV? I normally sit on my couch or my sofa. Sofa. Look, you already knew a Spanish word. You didn't even know. Sofa. All right. What do you use to chill your food? Also a word very close to the English word, refrigerador. If you said refrigerator, a Spanish speaker would probably even know what you're saying just because they're so similar. Refrigerador. Refrigerador. All right, what do you put your plate on to eat? So maybe you've gone to the kitchen, you've taken food out of the refrigerator, and you have your plate and you go to sit at the mesa. You put your plate on the table, mesa, mesa. And then when you're sitting at the mesa, what are you sitting on? Remember, I gave this clue to you a couple slides ago. Your silla. If you are sitting at the mesa, the table, you are sitting in a silla, a chair or a seat. How would you guys watch your favorite TV shows? What object would you use? You would use your televisión. Televisión. And then what do you guys wash your hands with after you go to the restroom, after you've been out in the community, after maybe a new person is in your house and you've touched something after them? You're going to use jabón. You're going to use soap. Jabón. Jabón. All right, where do you sleep? It has your pillows, it has your blanket, maybe a stuffed animal if you like that. That is your cama. Cama, your bed. Cama. And then lastly, what could you open to look outside? If it's a beautiful day outside, there's a nice breeze, it feels so good, you're like, oh, I really want to look outside. You would open and look through your ventana, your window. Ventana, ventana. All right, so I hope I didn't go through any of that too quickly, but this PowerPoint is yours to use and look back on. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and you've learned some Spanish words. Something that could be fun for you guys to do is to make little note cards and start writing the Spanish words on the note cards and taping them around your house, and so you can start remembering some of these things. Just a suggestion, I want you guys to stay active and entertained. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Adios.